On this day in history, January 3rd, 1803, Douglas William Jerrold, English journalist and playwright, was born. Included in this is an excerpt surmising the life of Douglas William Jerrold, from the 1944 edition of the Encyclopedia Britannica. Douglas William Jerrold, born 1803, died 1857, English dramatist and man of letters, was born in London on January 3rd, 1803. His father, Samuel Jerrold, actor, was at that time lessee of the Little Theatre of Willesby, near Cranebrook in Kent, but in 1807 he removed to Sheerness. December 1813 the son joined the guardianship Namur, and served as midshipman until the peace of 1815. He saw nothing of the war save a number of wounded soldiers from Waterloo, but till his dying day there lingered traces of his early passion for the sea. The peace of 1815 ruined Samuel Jerrold. There was no more prize money. On January 1st, 1816, he removed with his family to London, where the ex-midshipman began the world again as a printer's apprentice, and in 1819 became a compositor in the printing house of the Sunday Monitor. Jerrold soon began to write for the press, and then for the stage. His first piece was a comedy, More Frightened Than Hurt, Sadler Wells, 1821. And he was presently engaged by Davidge at the Coburg Theatre to produce dramas and farces at a few pounds a week. In 1829 he made a resounding success with the three-act melodrama Black-Eyed Susan, Surrey Theatre. He now achieved a salary of £5 a week as a dramatic writer, and was independent enough to refuse to do adaptations. The Bride of Ludgate, December 8, 1831, was the first of a number of his plays produced at Drury Lane. The other patent houses threw their doors open to him also. The Adelphi had already done so, and in 1836 Jerrold became co-manager of the Strand Theatre with W. J. Hammond, his brother-in-law. The venture was not successful, and the partnership was dissolved. While it lasted, Jerrold wrote his only tragedy, The Painter of Ghent, and himself appeared in the title role. He continued to write sparkling comedies till 1854, the date of his last piece, The Heart of Gold. Meanwhile, he was a contributor to the monthly magazine Blackwood's, the New Monthly, and the Athenaeum. To the Punch, the publication which of all others is associated with his name, he contributed from its second number in 1841 till within a few days of his death. He founded and edited for some, though with indifferent success, the Illuminated Magazine, Jerrold's Shilling Magazine, and Douglas Jerrold's weekly newspaper, and under his editorship, Lloyd's weekly newspaper rose from almost non-entity to a circulation of 182,000. Douglas Jerrold died at his house, Kilburn Priory, in London, on June 8, 1857.